spring and fall, right? So I got all my junk out here. I really need to get organized, and I'm going to project this maybe this next week to clean it up. I clean it up, and then it gets all jumbled up again. I don't know why. But my husband and I, he's out at the gym, and then we're going to go and hit some golf balls. Hopefully, I can con him into doing maybe a 9-hole. It's not too nice out, as you can see. It's an overcast. I think there's a glare. But I just want to share with you a couple things and talk to you and show you my outfit. Well, I have on a outfit, and I have a skirt outfit on for golfing. It is a white skirt. This is like a top. I paired it up with a blue thing, blue visor. The earrings are from World Market, the set. I like their jewelry very much, World Market. It's sort of from jewelry for like Indonesia, the Middle Eastern countries, Africa. It has a lot of baskets. I love World Market. And yeah, so this is a top. I don't know, I got it from Marshalls or probably TJ Maxx. It's very comfortable. It's like a light jersey. It's not really typical golf attire, but I wanted to wear this blue. And this is a skirt by Ann Taylor. What I like about the skirt is that I didn't iron it, but it has, it goes to the knee. I'm not a mini skirt person anymore because I'm a middle-aged woman, right? Yeah, no mini skirts for me no more. So this is a skirt, and it has the inside, it has the pants like this, and it's perfect for golf and tennis. I like to wear it in the summer. I have a couple of them. My bathing suits for this year, the pool opens up Memorial Day weekend. It's our big opening outdoor pool, and I'm going to share that with you. So I have a lot of stuff to share just beside weight loss, right? Because I'm going to stall. I bounce back between 150, 155, and if I don't move my bowels, then it's higher, right? But if my bowels are clean, and I'm eating clean, and I'm eating farm to table, and I'm eating low carb, I'm doing everything right, and I'm exercising. I do 7,000 steps daily, regular, right? And I do about 15,000, about 9 miles on purpose fitness or movement or walking or running or skipping or garden work or whatever. But usually 7,000 steps are just regular, like house cleaning in the house and walking to the garbage can or stuff like that. But I usually do 6 to 9 miles on purpose exercise. Now, sometimes I'll do 10 miles on the bike. If I do 10 miles on the bike, then I don't do so much fitness like running or walking or whatever you want to call it, movement, because my body gets inflamed after 2 hours of any kind of fitness. It gets inflamed and it starts inflaming. Now, I don't know what that's all about. I never had the medical wizards tell me what was wrong with my body, and I just got tired of spending all that money going to all those medical wizards, right? They put the wizard hat on, and I'd go to this doctor and that doctor. Look, okay, I've been in healthcare for 25 years, over 25 years. I started in 1987, right? So you can add those numbers up. I worked in now I'm a medical assistant. I worked as a cardiovascular tech. I worked as a researcher in interventional cardiology in Washington, D.C., one of the leading, largest hospitals in Washington, D.C., and I worked with world-renowned interventional cardiologists, yes. And I was a little cog on the wheel. Believe me, I was not anybody important, okay? I was just a little bitty ant in a big anthole, or a little bit of worker bee in a big beehive, whatever you want to call it, right? So I have a bachelor's degree in psychology with a minor in sociology, and I have a half a master's, and I have a master's in health administration. So I am a little bit educated, I would say, and I'm about still $15,000 in student debt I owe, right? So that's really the only debt that I own. I don't own, I don't have a car payment. I have no bills because I paid my debts off in 2016 and I got laid off in June of 2017. So luckily. So there you got the jiggy on that background. So let me share with you a couple things. Now I went no chemicals on my body, right? I don't wear any foundation anymore on my face. And I threw out all my old makeup and I'm starting to replace it with new stuff and new chemicals and paying attention to the makeup that I use on my face and on my body, right? Because I don't want any of that makeup. I don't want any of those chemicals and stuff like that. This is just my dogma, right? This is what I'm choosing to do. Now I am into health, okay? And I read and I research, and because I'm what you call whole foods, farm to table, right? Now I went vegan in 2015 for 12 months. Now, I don't know what was going on with my body at the time, but it bamboozled me. All my hair fell out. And because I was throwing up with my lap band, I got a gut bacteria. And I talk about that on a lot of my videos. And I had some autoimmune issue going on, right? And I went to doctor and doctor and doctor. And to tell you the truth, you know what they told me? Well, my doctor, she told me that I needed a psychiatrist, that it was all in my head. Now, in 2016, I got a new doctor. This is just off the wall kind of thing. And I just want to talk to and let, what is her name? Can't give her name, but she's bypass 56. Hiya. She's a middle-aged woman. And Kelly, I think her name is Kelly. Hi, Kelly. Shout out to you. I'm so happy that when I meet middle-aged women like me, because there's not many of us, and we have a different vibe going on, right? Us older women, you know, not older. I wouldn't say seasoned. That's like seasoned women, right? With a lot of knowledge in the brain, right? Because we have a lot of life experiences, right? Yeah, I have a lot of stories to tell and a lot of life experiences, and I can go on and on and on and on, right? And probably some of you aren't really interested, and that's okay because I like talking to myself. So, what did I have for breakfast? Let's get it here. Believe it or not, this is something like a concoction. It looks like baby food. It's not. So today, I'm eating breakfast. Yeah, I'm not fasting. You know why? Because we're going out to do some exercise. So what is that? That is a banana, and it has an egg in it. So I put it in the broiler because, tell you a secret, I'm really anti-microwave these days. I stopped using the microwave in 2013. I stopped eliminating it because those microwave, I don't know. I'm one of those tin hat people. So yeah. So anyway, that's just me. Yeah. So it's a banana, a real banana, and I have an egg in there, and a grass-fed organic egg, and then I beat it up and I put it in the broiler, and I let that cook for a while. Then what I did is I got some yogurt, and then I got some strawberry protein powder by who is it? I don't know. It's that low carb. I'll show it to you in the next video. I can't recall it. Isopure, low carb. I think it's like 0 carb. So I put 1 scoop in there, and I mixed it all up, and then I put it back in the broiler again, and it turned out really, really good. Really good. It's my new creation, and this is my high carb day. Now today, what I'm going to eat at 4 o'clock, is I have a little bit of piece of filet mignon that my husband surprised me with yesterday. And he only got me 2 ounces. So I only ate 1 ounce yesterday, and I'll have 1 ounce today. And then I'm going to make myself a nice salad with some, on the side, cauliflower, organic cauliflower. Now this summer, I live in Maryland, and we have a lot of farms here. And we had a lot of farm markets. So my whole vibe this summer is farm to table, whole foods. And what I'm going to do is go 2 ounces of meat, right? Protein, my protein on the side. I'm going to measure that. And then a salad, whatever the salad is, So that's going to be my vibe. And then some egg drop soup at night. So my biggest meal is going to be 12 o'clock in the day. And I'm going to fast all the way through. That's on my non-fasting days. And then on my non-fasting day and my fasting days, I'm just going to be drinking some broth, right? And then some broth. So that's going to be on my fasting day, right? Because I'm not going to eat anything for 24 hours. So I'm going to try. That's going to be my new gig. So I'm going to be starting that. So I want to show you, for all you weight loss surgery peeps out there, you always check with your doctors and your nutritionists, because you don't want to take my advice. Follow their advice. But because I'm the non-working tool here, and I'm one of the dinosaurs of the weight loss community. And I've only had a 10-pound regain in 6 years. So I got to say my lowest was 147. And you can look and see what I look like. And it's not photoshopped. I got down to 147, and I was really gaunt because I got a tiny face. And this looks tiny on this camera. I mean, it looks bigger than I really am because I got a tiny face. And at my age, I would really look gaunt if I went down any lower than 130 pounds. Now, I should be 100 and maybe 120 pounds, but my face, I would look like a wax candle. So that's me at 147. Now you can see my cheekbones was a little higher, my chin was a little prominent, and I had no hair. Now I just gave me a haircut. Now I was a cosmetologist for about 4 years. I had graduated from Suncoast Beauty School in 1978. I had my license until 1999, and then I let it go. I worked in a salon for a couple of years, and then I went into the medical profession. So I cut my hair again. I kidded my girlfriend, my bestie girl. I said, I'm going to shave my head. She said, you better not shave your head. And I think my husband would have a fit. But, life is short. And I know I can be a shit stirrer at times. Yeah. And I shoot from the hip. And sometimes what I say is like cringy. But I speak the truth, girl. I speak the truth. Because on this journey, I've been to hell and back. And I've cried enough tears for Niagara Falls. I have. Even though I don't get my period anymore, I stopped menstruating in 2003, I think, 2002, somewhere around. I still get these weird hormonal crying jags, and I'm not depressed. Don't even say it. I'm not depressed, because I won't give in to that thought. Once you let your mind give into a thought, it's reality. I'm not giving into depression, and I won't even say those words. This is my first journal. Got a lot of secrets in here. You know who this is? Valerie Bertinelli. I wanted to have a body just like her. And I even cut out her face and put my face in there. Isn't that a crazy thing? Me, 5'3", 130 pounds. Sorry, that was my friend Charlotte saying what she's going to do today. So here's my, let me show you the products real quick. So this is called Longevity. This is plant minerals. Now you can research it for yourself. Now we lose a lot of minerals in our body, and if we don't eat right, or if we don't have the right kind of soil or whatever, but you can check it out. It's from Longevity. I like it. It tastes horrible, but you take a teaspoon of it in the morning, a teaspoon of it in the evening. I think I got 2 bottles for $70 on Amazon. And it's really good. You can research it. And it's by Longevity. It's a company, but it's plant minerals. And the other type of drink is called Tangy Tangerine is also. I don't sell this stuff, and but my friend used to sell it, and I got it turned on to this back in 2013. I think it's a good product. And then I'm going to show you. I don't use any creams or any potions or lotions on my skin, but I do use organic coconut oil. I don't care what kind of coconut oil is, what brand or whatever. I always make sure it's natural and it's organic. I get this from Walmart. It's the cheapest. I don't use chemicals on my skin. I use a natural soap, wherever it is from. I don't care if it's made naturally by a farmer's market or whatever, but I don't buy so-called brand names of soap. And I buy this from Trader Joe's. It's Castile. This is the 18-in-1 hemp rose pure Castile soap, and it's made with organic. You can use this on your body. You can use this on your hair. You can use this anywheres, and it's non-toxic, biodegradable. It doesn't hurt the earth. It doesn't hurt your body. I like it. So I usually dilute it, and yeah. I like this shampoo. This is from Trader Joe's. It's a tea tree tangle. And it's with peppermint, tea tree, eucalyptus, and botanicals. Sometimes I use this for the shampoo. And for deodorant, I use the Tom's. I don't use any aluminum in my deodorant. Sometimes I'll use lemon. Sometimes I'll use a baking soda solution with lemon in it. I like to detox, so I usually don't stink. My perspiration, I don't smell when I sweat, because I don't know why. Maybe because I don't eat chemicals, and my diet is pretty clean. And I don't have a lot of hair. I don't have any hair underneath my arms. I never was a very hairy woman. And I won't get too personable, but my mom wasn't very hairy. So other parts of my body is not hairy. And then as you get older, you lose a lot of hair in some private areas. So I don't even have any hair on my legs anymore. And I won't get any too personable, but I have maybe 5 hairs that grow, and they're usually gray underneath my armpits. But I was never a hairy. I never could grow like a big bush anywheres, so to speak. Sorry, too much TMI. But my daughter, she's totally different. She was always a hairy person. She's got dark hair, and it's very coarse. I have a very fine kind of hair, like my mom. My mom had fine hair in texture, and I have fine hair in texture. And it used to be straight, my hair, but now it's curly. I don't know. Now, I used to have PCOS when I was younger. In my younger days, I had problems with my period. I was estrogen dominant. That meant that I had a lot of curvy curves. I mean, I got curves. I started at 12 years old, right? By the time I was 13, I had a woman's body like that I showed you yesterday, like Beyonce or J-Lo or whatever. I never had one of those boy bodies where you were straight down, like straight, and you had no like hips, or you had no butt, or you had no curves. I always had curves, even when I was skinny, when I was 113, 116, 118 pounds. I always had an hourglass shape. I was never a boy body. So yeah, unfortunately not. I can't be a boy body. I always wanted to be a boy body, and I never liked my curves, but that's my body. So we can't change it unless we have some kind of $50,000, what do you call that? 360 body lift, and they take a couple of bones out of your hips, and they suck out. You get a BBL, and they suck out all the fat out of your butt, so you can have like one of those boy body like. But I always had a very, very curvy rump. Now, when I was 215 pounds, I had a big rump, right? The biggest rump of them all, but I couldn't stand that. But I think I showed that picture yesterday of my body, what it looked like at 200, and well, my highest weight was 215 pounds, and whoo, I was a hurting girl. My little body, my legs swelled up like Fred Flintstone, and I showed them on a couple pictures. Oh, and for a while there, I thought I had fibromyalgia, but it was just the weight on my body. And I had all kinds of aches and pains. But when I got down to my lowest, I felt like the bionic woman. Yes. I was like running like a deer. My legs were flying. And I was running. I was flying on that course, on that triathlon course. Whew, I was like Superwoman. You ever seen that show, The Bionic Woman, with Lindsay Wagner? I think her name was. I was just like her. I was furious on that course. Huh. At mile 10 of the 56, I fell off my bike. See that? I fell off my bike in a triathlon. Bam! I slammed my elbow down, split it wide open. They wanted to take me to the hospital. They said, "You got to go to the hospital. That needs sutures." I said, "Hold it right there, bud. You're not taking me on the bus. I'm going to finish this race and get my medal." Let's see, where is it at? It's here. Let me find it. Yeah, here it is. Yep. Ironman 70.3, 2014. I was on that course for how many hours? 6.5 hours. 1.5 mile swim, 56-mile bike, and I fell and I jacked this elbow up, and then I ran another 47 more miles, and then a half marathon, and I finished it. I was broken. And then we came back to Maryland, and I went to the hospital, and I got 11 sutures in that sucker. Now I got nerve damage. So yeah, I got my medal. Got my medal, and I was just beaming. And when I was on that race, on that running course, when I ran that 13.1 mile, I had to stop at every aid station and get because it was bleeding, right? I was so high on endurance. I was flying up on my body. You talk about people that have an out-of-body experience. I had an out-of-body experience, and I was flying up on top of myself, looking down, watching my body run the course. Believe it or not, I swear to God, I had 2 out-of-body experiences ever in my life, and that was the second one. But anyway, I digress. And the toothpaste, I don't use fluoride in my toothpaste. No way. Anti-fluoride. I get it at Trader Joe's. This is phenols. This is fennel and anti-plaque toothpaste. No fluoride. Sorry. That's just me. And then I'm taking this estrogen to remove the estrogen. Now, when you remove the estrogen, you have to replace it with progesterone. So I take this natural progesterone. You don't want to take the hormones that the doctor gives you, because then your body really stops working. This is a natural progesterone. So you can research it yourself. But I know what my levels are because I had them checked. And the wizards from the medical community, they could never tell me. I even went to an endocrinologist, spent all kinds of money trying to get that problem solved, never could get that problem solved, and never could get my weight issue solved, even though I did so many damn body hacks from 2004. I think it was 2004. Yeah, they said, you're middle-aged, you're menopause, you're about to be obese. I don't want to be obese. I'm sorry. There must be a reason why I'm doing all this exercise. I'm doing all this body hack stuff. I eat a low-calorie diet and still I'm overweight. Why am I still overweight? I shouldn't be overweight. I should be normal. I should have a normal BMI. What's a normal BMI for me? 24. I used to be 24. That was on the honeymoon stage, maybe up to 3 years out of my surgery, 2 years out. But I was doing a lot of body hacks, a lot of calorie restriction, and a lot of exercise. So I'm just living it up, girl. Here you go. So here's my now I got a golf glove and I got a golf hat to match. So I'm a lefty, but I don't golf lefty. I don't golf left-handed. I golf right-handed. So this is Callaway. And I don't ride the course with a cart. I usually walk the course. So, but we're just going to hit some balls today. I took some lessons way back in the day. Maybe my sister and I, we took some lessons back in, back in 2002. Yeah, my sister and I, right? So, yeah, I bought these clubs for myself. I bought them for myself. Yeah, all this stuff, I bought it out of my money that I work for. No, my husband didn't give me any gifts, any of these gifts. This is all my gifts to myself. Mm-hmm. Yep. So anyway, I rattled on all enough. Thank you for listening. If you'd like to make a comment, give me a thumbs up. Please make a comment. I'd like to hear from you. I'm going to start doing some interesting topics. What I have. Oh yeah, these are some great magazines. Life Extension and Health. Yeah. It's all about the health, baby. All about the health. See ya.